Every single day you wake up, you've got two choices. You can tell yourself words that weaken you, or you can tell yourself words that turn you into a warrior. And let me tell you this, the world already has enough negativity, enough critics, enough people telling you what you can't do. So your job, your responsibility, is to make sure that your own voice is the loudest, the strongest, and the most relentless voice in your life. There are 9 things you need to tell yourself every single day. 9 truths, 9 declarations that turn your mornings into momentum, your struggles into strength, and your failures into fire. The first thing you tell yourself, I am capable, not maybe, not someday, capable today. Because when you believe you're capable, you stop waiting for the perfect conditions and you start creating them. Second, tell yourself, I control my attitude. Life will throw storms at you, but no storm controls your spirit unless you let it. Decide every morning that your mindset will not be shaken. Third, I will outwork yesterday, not the world, not your neighbor, not your rival. Yesterday, you against you. That's the only race that matters. Fourth, remind yourself, I am grateful. Gratitude is the fuel that keeps your engine running when the road gets long. When you appreciate what you have, you attract more of what you need. Fifth, declare, I will not quit. Quitting is easy, it's comfortable, but you're not built for comfort. You're built for greatness. Every setback is a setup for the comeback. Sixth, I choose discipline over excuses because discipline is freedom. Excuses are chains. Every time you choose discipline, you break free and move one step closer to the life you want. Seventh, I will focus on progress, not perfection. Perfection is an illusion. Progress is power. One step forward every day is how champions are made. Eighth, I am stronger than my fears. Fear wants to shrink you, but strength expands you. Face what scares you and you'll discover it wasn't as big as you thought. And ninth, tell yourself, I deserve success, not because someone else said so, but because you've decided to put in the work, the sweat, the sacrifice. You're not asking for a handout. You're demanding the results you earn. Say these 9 things to yourself every morning. Say them when the world doubts you. Say them when life knocks you down, and watch how your mindset transforms. Because at the end of the day, your greatest weapon isn't your talent, your money, or your connections. Your greatest weapon is your belief, belief in who you are, belief in who you're becoming, belief that no matter what stands in your way, you will rise, you will fight, and you will win. So tomorrow when you wake up, don't wait for motivation to knock on your door. Create it, build it, speak it into existence, and remind yourself, you are unstoppable. There's a phrase that has the power to completely change the way you look at yourself, the way you take on challenges, and the way you attack your goals. That phrase is simple, but it's the foundation of everything. I am capable. Now, let me break this down. Too many people wake up in the morning already doubting themselves. Before their feet even hit the floor, they're thinking about what they can't do, what they don't have, and why life feels unfair. And when you start your day with that kind of mindset, you've already lost before you've even tried. But when you look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am capable, you're planting a seed of strength, a seed of resilience, a seed of belief that can grow into something unstoppable. Being capable doesn't mean you know everything. It doesn't mean you're the smartest, the fastest, or the most talented in the room. What it means is that you have within you the ability to figure it out, to push through, to rise above. Capability is not perfection. Capability is potential plus action. It's the voice that says, I may not have all the answers, but I've got what it takes to find them. Think about this. Every person who's ever done something extraordinary wasn't born with certainty. They weren't born knowing the path. What separated them was the belief that they were capable of walking into the unknown and making something out of it. They said, I am capable, and then they backed it up with effort, with grit, with persistence. Now here's the truth, you're going to be tested. Life is going to throw you into situations where you doubt yourself. Maybe you'll fail once, twice, 10 times. Maybe you'll hear people whispering that you're not good enough, not ready, not cut out for it. But when you hold on to the words, I am capable, you silence the noise. You remind yourself that other people don't define your limits. You do. Capability is built like muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every time you step into a challenge you thought you couldn't handle, you build confidence. Every time you take a risk that scares you, you prove to yourself that fear doesn't control you. Every time you fail and get back up, you carve the word capable into your very identity. Here's the mindset shift. Stop saying I can't. Stop saying maybe. Stop saying one day. Replace it with I can. I will. I am capable today. Because when you start believing in your own capability, you stop waiting for permission. You stop waiting for luck. You stop waiting for someone to save you. Instead, you realize the power was inside you the whole time. And let me tell you, being capable doesn't mean you have to do it alone. It means you're capable of learning, capable of growing, capable of asking for help when you need it. It means you're resourceful. It means no matter what stands in front of you, you've got the tools, the mindset, and the fire to figure it out. So the next time doubt creeps into your head, stop it cold. Look yourself in the eye and say, I am capable, capable of greatness, capable of pushing past pain, capable of turning dreams into reality. And then step forward with certainty, because the world doesn't give opportunities to those who doubt themselves. It rewards those who know they're capable of taking them and running with them. You are capable. More than you know, and the day you truly believe that, nothing will ever stop you again. One of the greatest truths you can ever embrace is this: I control my attitude, not the weather, not the traffic, not the economy, not the opinions of others. I control my attitude. See, most people go through life as if they're puppets on strings, pulled by every circumstance that comes their way. If something good happens, they're happy. If something bad happens, they're crushed. If someone compliments them, they feel strong. If someone criticizes them, they feel weak. But here's the reality: you will never be able to control the storms of life. You can't stop the rain, you can't erase every obstacle, and you can't silence every critic. What you can do, what you must do, is take control of how you respond. That's your power. That's your freedom. That's the essence of attitude. Attitude is not just a mood, it's a decision. Every morning when you wake up, you're not just brushing your teeth or putting on your clothes. You're choosing your mindset for the day. You're deciding, am I going to let the world dictate how I feel, or am I going to dictate to the world how I show up? Think about it. Two people can go through the exact same situation and have completely different outcomes, all because of their attitude. One person sees a setback as the end, the other sees it as a lesson, a stepping stone, a setup for a comeback. The difference isn't the problem, the difference is the perspective. Now, I'm not saying you need to walk around with a fake smile and act like everything is perfect. That's not real. What I'm saying is, you can acknowledge the pain, the stress, the chaos, but still choose not to be defined by it. You can say, yeah, life is hitting me hard right now, but I'm going to control the one thing life can't touch: my attitude. When you control your attitude, you take away the enemy's greatest weapon. Negativity thrives when you allow it to. But when you decide to stay positive, when you decide to see possibilities instead of problems, negativity loses its power. Here's the beauty of attitude: it's contagious. When you walk into a room with confidence, with energy, with resilience, people feel it. You inspire them without even saying a word. On the flip side, if you walk into a room dragging your feet, complaining, carrying bitterness, that spreads too. So the question is, which energy are you spreading? Which version of yourself are you putting into the world? Your attitude determines your altitude. It's not a cliche, it's the truth. You could have all the talent, all the skills, all the opportunities, but if your attitude is toxic, you'll sabotage everything. On the other hand, even if you're not the most talented or the most experienced, the right attitude will open doors that seemed locked. People want to work with someone who brings light, not darkness. They want someone who lifts, not someone who drags. And let me tell you, controlling your attitude is not about perfection. It's about practice. You'll have days where frustration creeps in, where anger boils up, where negativity whispers in your ear. But that's when you remind yourself, I control my attitude. You pause, you breathe, you shift. Because the way you react will either build your character or break it. So the next time you face a challenge, don't just ask, why me? Ask, how can I respond in a way that makes me stronger? How can I show up in a way that proves my attitude is unshakable? Remember this, life doesn't get easier, but you can get tougher. Circumstances don't always change, but your perspective can. And when you master your perspective, you master your life. I control my attitude. Say it, live it, believe it, because that decision alone might just be the difference between living a life of excuses or a life of excellence. At the end of the day, it's not the world, not your circumstances, not your critics that decide who you become. It's you. It's the voice you choose to listen to, the words you speak to yourself, and the attitude you carry through every battle. These daily declarations are more than just words. They are weapons, shields, and blueprints for the life you're building. When you wake up and tell yourself you are capable, when you remind yourself that you control your attitude, when you stack belief on top of discipline, gratitude on top of resilience, you stop being someone who merely survives life. You become someone who owns it, someone who drives it, someone who transforms it. The truth is, life will break you at times. It will test you, it will push you, it will dare you to quit. But when you've built the habit of affirming your strength every single morning, quitting won't be an option. You'll rise, you'll adapt, you'll fight. So walk out of here today knowing this. Greatness is not a one-time decision. It's a daily commitment. 9 reminders, 9 truths. 9 declarations that sharpen your mind, fuel your soul, and ignite your spirit. Tell yourself every day, I am capable, I control my attitude, I will outwork yesterday, I am grateful, I will not quit. I choose discipline over excuses. I will focus on progress, not perfection. I am stronger than my fears. I deserve success. Say it, live it, believe it, and watch your life transform into something extraordinary, because the moment you master your mindset, there's nothing on this planet that can stop you.